Hey young people, my name is Jenna. I wanted to stop by today and read you a few books. I met Kalista during nail school. I just recently graduated from that and became a manicurist. And before that, I was in the hospitality industry, taking care of people in restaurants. I did go to Washtenaw Community College right down the street. I was a photography major then. Still a passion of mine, but ended up not graduating with that for school. And before that, I grew up in Canton. I went to a few different elementary schools. When my parents got divorced, we moved back and forth quite a bit. Reading was not always my favorite thing, but as I progressed through school and got older, I realized how important it was to learn what I needed to learn in order to succeed in life. So again, I wanted to stop by today and share this book with all of you. Today I thought we would read No Child Left Behind, The Answer, Finding Purpose and Building Relationships in the Classroom by Nate Whitsitt and illustrated by I Am Deb. We're going to start today on page 1. Learning to read is a very important thing to do. Sometimes we forget the many things that we have to do to know how to read in order to do. This book is about a student who made it to the 4th grade without learning how to read. Jamaica attended urban elementary school. She was a good kid that was really misunderstood growing up. Jamaica liked to play in class. The teachers did not like this at all. As a result, Jamaica spent more time in the office than in class learning to read. The pattern started in kindergarten and continued on through the 4th grade. Since she could not read, she would get into lots of trouble. Jamaica argued with other students. She was suspended every other week. Her mom was tired of going up to the school to meet with the principal. She is not happy. At this point, you may wonder, how did Jamaica ever make it to the 4th grade? Well, her 1st grade teacher said, if I fail her, I will probably have to see her next year. Needless to say, Jamaica was promoted to the 2nd grade. Her 2nd grade teacher said, if she doesn't want to learn to read, I can't make her. It doesn't make sense to have her in my class next year. I'll let the 3rd grade teacher handle Jamaica. The 3rd grade teacher said, hopefully her 4th grade teacher can get Jamaica to read. Jamaica's 4th grade teacher, Mr. Whitsitt, took a different approach to teaching her how to read. He asked Jamaica, what are you interested in? Jamaica had to think for a minute. No one ever asked her what she wanted to do before. Jamaica said, I like to rap. I'm going to be a rapper when I grow up. Jamaica was always rapping around her house. One day her mother said to her, Jamaica, if you put half of the time into your schoolwork that you do into rapping, you would be an A student. Mr. Whitsitt could relate to Jamaica because he wanted to be a rapper when he was growing up. His mother was just like Jamaica's mom. She wanted her child to be a good reader. Jamaica promised her mom that she was going to do better in school. She said, if I have to, I will stay after for an hour every day so I can learn better. Her mom smiled and said, I've been praying for a long time to hear you change your attitude about school. Jamaica's mom told Mr. Whitsitt about what her daughter had promised to do about her schoolwork. He was very surprised. Mr. Whitsitt said, if she really is serious, I'm willing to stay after school and help her with her reading. Day after day, Jamaica worked on her reading and comprehension. One day, Jamaica asked, what does comprehension mean? Mr. Whitsitt replied, having comprehension means that you understand what you are reading. Jamaica smiled and said, a rap. I understand, so I comprehend that reading is fun and books are my friend. Oh yeah, oh yeah. They look like they're having fun. Jamaica's attitude towards school began to improve. The encouragement she received both at home and at school was beginning to pay off. Jamaica earned a spot on the honor roll for the first time in her life. She was even chosen to read stories to the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd grade students as part of peer reading groups. All of the other teachers could not believe how well Jamaica was doing in school. One day, a voice came over the loudspeaker saying, Urban elementary school students, if you have any talents or gifts, bring them to the school talent show. Poetry, singing, dancing, rapping, and any other skills are welcome. Sign up with your teacher as soon as possible. The talent show will be held in 3 weeks from today in the school auditorium. I'm pretty sure I know what Jamaica's going to do. Jamaica was very excited and knew exactly what she was going to do. She went to Mr. Whitsett's room to sign up for the talent show. Mr. Whitsett was happy to see that Jamaica was using her talent in a positive way. He had a tear in his eye as he said, "I am so proud of you, Jamaica. You are such an inspiration to me. I'm proud to say that you are my student." Everyone was excited about the talent show, including Jamaica's mother. She volunteered to take the day off of work so that she would not miss her daughter rapping in the school's talent show. On the morning of the talent show, Jamaica's mom gave her a hug and said, "You never cease to amaze me. I remember saying, Jamaica, if you put half the time into your schoolwork that you do rapping, you would be an all-A student. Now I'm looking at a rapping honor roll student. Your mama will be in the audience tonight cheering her baby girl on. Jamaica, I just want you to know that I love you, I appreciate you, and I am very proud of you." Jamaica was speechless as she smiled with tears in her eyes. The Urban Elementary School auditorium was packed for the talent show. Jamaica was one of the first students called to perform. As she stood in front of the microphone, she gave thanks to God for blessing her to do better in school. She then dedicated the song to her mother. Slowly at first, but then with confidence, Jamaica began to rap. "Take heed, this is what you need. Pick up a book if you know how to read. When I read, I can't help being caught up, but picking up a book wasn't the way I was brought up. I hated to read with a real true passion and didn't have a question that was ever worth asking. And isn't it strange that I could change, but I have to grow, searching for the knowledge now I read because I want to know." She's killing it. She is killing it.
We need to put that to music.
The audience listened. The first, second, and third grade started dancing. The audience was cheering, "Go Jamaica, go Jamaica." Jamaica looked at her mother and smiled. From now on, she will use her rapping skills to edify, encourage, and teach others about the importance of getting a good education. And that was it.